So, Cindy, I'd like you to meet Job and Melissa. They're married and have a blended family. Actually, a big blended family. With 5 kids.
Wow.
Now, they seem happy, but looks can be deceiving. This is a family in crisis. The paranormal is ripping them apart. And if we can't help them tonight, they're not sure they're gonna make it. So, Cindy, when she's ready, can tell us about how things went on her walk.
When I was walking in the back of the house, I saw a guy by the RV, and he was holding a double-barrel shotgun. I felt like somebody had been shot, and there was a lot of blood involved. And at one point, I kept hearing murder, murder, murder.
You know, Cindy, in my investigation, I actually did come across a murder that happened here. It was a long time ago, but it involved a woman shooting her husband. But it sounds like the perpetrator was a man.
Yeah.
So you should know about another murder involving a man who spent a lot of time in this house. And that's Job's cousin, Eric. I got a photo of him right here.
Eric was a good man. He was the type of guy that gave his shirt off his back. And his heart was so big when he died, it ruined our family.
I'm sorry for your loss.
He was always at our house.
Big part of the kids' lives, right?
Yep. They all love him and adore him, and he was everybody's, like, best friend.
When he was ripped away from this world, it opened a floodgate of paranormal.
Have you seen him in the house since he's passed away?
No, but we'll get, like, he used to smoke Marlboro cigarettes, and you can smell it in the house.
When you smell cigarette smoke, that's him coming to say hello and coming to say I love you. His soul's at peace.
That's gotta make you feel better.
It does.
The next thing that I want to talk about really has me concerned. I feel like somebody in the house is trying to communicate with spirits. And because of this and other things that we're going to discuss later, I feel like the house has become sort of like a gateway for the dead. Random spirits are coming in and out all the time.
Job, I think it's probably time we tell Cindy what you do for a living.
We do professional paranormal investigating.
Wow, okay. When I walked into the back bedroom, I saw a child who was deeply affected by paranormal activity.
So which bedroom was it?
Down the hall to the right.
So that's Daisy's room, right?
I thought she was around 11 or 12.
She's 12.
I saw her waking up in the middle of the night saying something like, there's a monster in my room, there's a monster in my bed. I think she has abilities. I think she's a medium. But she doesn't understand her gift and it scares her. During my walk, I saw a lot of people standing in line waiting to talk to her. I had a sketch done of what I saw. Yeah.
You ain't kidding.
It's up.
Yeah, it terrifies me.
It's like a waiting room.
It makes me feel like a fool because I'm supposed to be the protector of my family. And we pride ourselves on going out and battling outside, and the battle's inside my home.
I'm afraid to even ask you if you've seen anything else.
There's definitely poltergeist activity in this house, and it's really bad. It's really dangerous. On a scale of 1 to 10, I feel like it's 11. For poltergeist activity to occur, I think you need 3 ingredients. You need to have tragedy, something on the land. You need to have somebody who's open, and you need to have arguing or turmoil in the home.
Yeah.
Job, Melissa, and the kids have been fighting, which is not normal for them all the time.
You try to wake up and be really positive and think, okay, today's a new day, fresh start. And then somebody is inexplicably angry or out of character or just completely, it's like they're not the same people.
Carson was telling me that he gets so mad he wants to punch the wall. He's 10 years old.
Yeah, you're losing your and you're like thinking to yourself like, dude, what the hell are you doing? What the are you doing? Calm down.
The poltergeist activity can cause a lot of physical activity in the house. I feel like beds shake, doors slam, things flying around, physical injuries, pushing.
So, Melissa, if you can, tell Cindy about the banging you heard on the front door that day.
Yeah, our front door, a loud, horrifically loud bang, like SWAT was about to come in our house. There was nobody there.
Now, you mentioned about it getting physical. I got a photo here of Job.
We were watching TV and I felt like a burning sensation on my neck and I asked Melissa, can you check and see what it is? And she's like, you got a couple scratches on your neck.
Now, does all this sound like poltergeist activity?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. The next thing I want to talk about is the dead man who is very active in your house. Very angry, very aggressive. To me, he felt to be in his late 60s. I was getting the name Charles or Charlie. He hated his wife. Hated his wife. He's very abusive and violent towards women. And I feel like he and his wife had a daughter and a son together. So they had kids, but he doesn't like kids in the house. I feel like he lived on this property or connected to the property. He's really, really angry that he's dead. He's angry that he died. And the rage that he felt in the living, he carried it to the afterlife.
Well, I have a pretty good idea of who you're talking about. His name was Charles Harris.
Oh my God.
So, this is him right here.
Wow.
So he ended up marrying the daughter of a wealthy lumber baron. He got her to deposit 100 grand into his bank account after they got married. Absolute fortune back in the 1800s.
Yeah.
In 1887, he bought up hundreds of acres, which included the land your home sits on. The minute he bought this property, that's when his life went straight downhill. In 1889, Charles was living here with his wife and 4 kids when the entire family got diphtheria. Tragically, Charles lost his young son and daughter to the disease within 36 hours of each other.
Oh.
The son was 4 and the daughter was like 1. Actually, I have their old bit here. Now, losing 2 kids is bad enough, right? But things continued to spiral downhill for Harris after that. His investments tanked and he wound up losing half his net worth. And if that wasn't bad enough, his wife Florence filed for divorce in 1892. I've got his divorce decree right here, and it's a big one. You mentioned this man was not a nice guy, right?
Yeah.
Harris's wife would agree, according to this decree. She blamed him for the deaths of the kids, saying he was neglectful. And then she accused him of going around town telling everybody she was crazy. Now, after the divorce, he wound up selling the property and moved to the Carolinas in 1905. In 1944, he suffered a couple of falls and broke both his hips. Now, he was bedridden and was in so much pain he couldn't eat. And I'm going to show you the death certificate. As you can see, it's hard to read, but basically says he starved to death.
Oh.
Could this be the guy?
Yes.
Angry guy?
That's crazy because I've seen him.
You have?
I have. He sits on the couch.
He sits on the black couch downstairs.